Hi, fans of high quality live chats. Look at all the guests I have today.
All
I
over.
have Sam St. John and Glenn Kellaway from the basement is supposed to be on, but I believe he's having his nap, Sam.
Yeah.
So we won't tell anybody.
We won't tell anybody, and he'll have an excuse when he does pop in.
Yeah.
That he was just, full of Easter lunch.
Yeah. So happy Easter to everybody out there, and you, Sam.
Thank you.
We have somebody already. We have Pleasant Valley Pickers CA. Hi, guys.
Pleasant Valley, the standard. Always good to see you.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody else actually had lives.
Yeah. I actually this morning I thought I'm going to go to called the Quinny Mall. It's about 10 miles from here. I'm going to go, look at the record store, maybe buy a magazine. I'm almost there, and I'm thinking it's Easter Sunday. Nothing's open.
Yeah. That was me. I was on my way back to my apartment today, and I was going to swing by a McDonald's to get something lighter to eat because I'm meeting family here in about an hour. And the sign, was saying, dining room now open. And then I went, of course, the dining room's closed because they're short staffed and the drive-throughs wrapped around. So I ended up having leftovers at the apartment.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Derek, yes, you are alone. Hello, pal. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Velvet Head 79.
Happy Easter.
I'm a bit surprised you went live today. Well, I don't have a life. Just came back visiting family. Happy Easter. Remember, it's Easter Sunday, baby. Thank you, Molly. You should have told me that when I was driving to the mall earlier.
Everything's closed. Thank you. It's nice to be seen.
Happy Easter. This is all we're going to get for comments is Happy Easter. Yes, I was live yesterday too, Derek. Yep. Brad M.
I hope to be live tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the next day.
Yeah, I don't have a life either. So Glenn Kellaway was supposed to be on, but either he forgot because he is up there in age, and or he's having a nap.
I'm sending him an email now. But have you been out and about at all today, Larry?
Yes, I went to the mall.
Oh yeah, and realized that nobody else was there.
Besides that, Molly's coming here in a day or two, so I was cleaning and doing laundry. Yeah, and I'm finally seeing a specialist about my neck and shoulders this Wednesday in Toronto.
Yeah,
so hopefully, I'm thinking I'm going to need surgery.
Is that invasive surgery, or is that like an outpatient kind of thing?
It's called I always forget it. But they cut into the back of your head and everything and do whatever. Yeah. So. He's practicing his banjo.
Yeah, he seems to think that I'm some guitar virtuoso and that he's going to have to live up to expectations. But
he's going to try and impress you.
If we end up playing here, somebody will have to take a broom underneath and hit the ceiling, telling us to shut up.
Yeah. Glenn mentioned the chat.
I tried to put a video up this morning. I haven't seen it yet.
Yes, I did. It was excellent. Yeah, it was really well done. And
are they promoting something? The box
the new Rush box set. But what I liked about it too was it was an hour long, and they hardly even mentioned the box set. Right? It was just a very casual interview, and it was good.
Well, I wonder how much they have like in that. Like, I wonder how much of their input is in there if they just put the check mark beside it and say that's good.
Well, I think there's quite a bit of input from them.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good. That's better.
There it is, Molly. Thank you. Decompression surgery. That's what I think I need looking up with my issues. So
that would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm not a medical guy, so I know.
Yeah. I'm actually on these patches right now. Because nothing else has worked. And even this isn't working for me. So I need there's different levels. This is the lowest level. And you put a patch on for 1 week, but it ain't doing anything.
No.
Happy Easter, everyone.
I haven't had any Easter candy yet today. I'm on withdrawals of my jelly beans.
Yeah. See, Glenn wants to be the Hendrix of banjo playing.
Yes, he does. I hope he doesn't burn it, because for those that don't know, I think Glenn and I are getting together in May. He's coming through the States, and hopefully there's no banjo burning in my apartment. Or playing with the teeth.
Yeah. Listening to Flock of Seagulls. I saw that interview with Alex and Getty too. They got Terry Brown back for mixing. Glenn should listen to Peter Tork on banjo. I guess. Did you ever see the Monkeys with Peter Tork?
I didn't. No, I only saw them just the one time with Nez and Mickey back in October. But
how would you rate him for banjo playing?
The term that Glenn uses, and I agree, is he frails. So like he doesn't really play traditional banjo like with picks really. So it's a little bit scrappier.
Yeah.
He's probably middle of the road, but it's amazing that he could do that and then also play other instruments so well, like organ and bass and guitar, and different like horns too, like trumpet and things like that. He could play really anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Orville Peck.
Yeah, I still need to listen to that.
That was so weird, right? Because he's not that well known. Like he is known, but not that well known. I remembered about him, and I figured Glenn's gonna like this guy because I listened to more of his music yesterday. So I write it down, right? And then Maz is on yesterday, and he brings him up.
That's so crazy because you had that slip of paper with the name right on it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they were talking about Neil Peart and the drummer for Foo Fighters. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's fun. Because I mean, Rush never really did interviews with Neil because that was kind of in his contract that he wouldn't do the meet and greet.
Yeah, he didn't like the spotlight. Yeah. So yeah, good for him. Like not every musician has to. He just wanted to play music, right?
Yeah. And he was brilliant. I mean, just his knowledge of literature and poetry and all that.
Yeah, I need to watch that Porcupine Tree. Thank you. You know what? What's funny is now that there's time to answer questions, there hasn't been a single question.
It's Happy Easter. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, just pleasantries, which are fine.
When there's a bunch of people on and everybody's talking, and I can't keep up with the questions. Now's the time to ask questions for me and Sam.
Know the real Larry Graves on this chat.
Yeah. Chronic pain. Nobody I didn't I'd heard of chronic pain, but you don't realize what it's like until you have it yourself. It's like, it's always there.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I do hope that Getty goes on and does something.
Yeah, they were talking about they still Getty still practices on the bass and Alex does, but they haven't played together. But they're always together. I think they live pretty close to each other.
Aren't they? They're fairly close to you all, aren't they?
Yeah, in Toronto.
They're in Toronto.
Yeah. Larry, have you gotten to see Rock and Roll High School yet? No, I haven't, but I've watched the. I always go to the bonus stuff first, the making of or whatever it is in the movie.
Yeah.
But I will. I will watch it.
Just so folks know, I have messaged Glenn Kellaway on 2 different platforms.
I should call him.
Oh, that would be good. Over live on the air.
Where's my phone? I don't want to leave you alone.
No, it's fine.
Uh,
I just won't be able to run through the comments to see them.
Can you see the comments?
I can see them, like if I have the screen kind of minimum, like I can see like when you highlight them, but I can't see, like I can't scroll down if like I can't pull them up on the screen, I should say. I could scroll down and see them, but I couldn't pull them up.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting ghost vision in my blind eye recently. Ooh.
Somebody mentioned somebody said that you should listen to Back to the Egg for Easter, and I just had I just got a couple of McCartney albums in the mail that I didn't have. I got Red Rose, and I didn't own Band on the Run, so I bought Band on the Run and Wildlife.
Yep. And
in my cart right now, I know you want me to listen to Chaos, and that's in my cart.
I think you would really the first time it's a more serious album, right? I think it's his most his most real, with lyrics and everything.
Yeah.
I think the producer he had, the Radiohead producer, I think he kind of pushed him a bit. And so, the first listen, it might even be a little, I don't know, boring or whatever. But yeah, after 2 or 3 listens, it's, along with Ram, it's my favorite Paul McCartney album.
I know, was it Run Devil Run was the first album after Linda passed?
Yeah.
Was this the first album of like original music after she passed? I can't remember.
No,
or was Driving Rain before that?
Driving Rain, yeah. Which most people don't care for, but I think it's not the greatest, but it's still a good Paul McCartney album.
Mm-hmm.
Look who woke up.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna let him on. You know what? I'm mad at him.
We can talk about him for a few more minutes.
Are
you
sleepy? Yes. I just woke up like
Bunny.
3 minutes ago.
Easter Bunny lives.
2:30. I'm laying down the couch. I'm just gonna lay here and watch the Blue Jays game for a bit, and then I woke up. It's 10 after 4. Oh,
that was a great live chat, fellas.
Yeah, we gotta go. Favorite actors. Christopher Guest, the comedian. I don't know. You'd have to name the actors for me to.
Of all time, like going back.
Yeah. Robert De Niro, I guess.
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart.
Seriously.
He's up there for me.
I've never seen a Humphrey Bogart movie.
You got to be kidding! You've never seen the King Mutiny or
Key Largo.
That's before my time, Glenn.
Oh, I don't care. They're great movies.
Maltese Falcon.
Yeah.
Casablanca.
Well, I didn't like Casablanca.
I prefer Key Largo, and I prefer Key Largo over that with Edward G. Robinson.
Yeah.
People don't know this about me. I know a lot about like old black and white movies.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like Jimmy Stewart is probably up there for my favorite. Growing up, I was a big John Wayne guy, obviously, because the shoot 'em up cowboy movies.
Yeah.
As a kid, were exciting.
Now, Sam, have you ever seen the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Would you believe
on acid?
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it, and I think 3 or 4 years ago I bought the Blu-ray because it's like, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me, and I still haven't bothered to watch.
I gotta go. I'm
Thanks,
still
Glenn.
tired. Okay, I'll be back.
He's gonna lay down.
His post-nap bathroom break.
Are those
yes, all 3 of those were the 2 discs, not the box sets. I can't swing that because they're out of print. But so I'm looking. Another one that is on my cart is Flowers in the Dirt, and it's like $30, and I'm like, I just can't bite the bullet on it yet. Because that one, there's less of those available now than there were, so that one's a little bit further up in price.
Yeah. Red Road Speedway for years and years and years. I never really listened to the whole album because it would be bashed quite often, right? And when when I bought the box, no, I actually bought the 2 disc first, and I think the remastering actually does help sometimes too, but It was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is so much better than I thought it was. And so I ended up buying the box set. I think it's excellent.
Isn't this today the anniversary of McCartney 1? That was recently, wasn't it? Either today or yesterday,
Yeah, probably.
I think.
Yeah.
Because when did Let It Be come out? What month in 1970 did that come out?
Oh my
Is that-
God, I have no idea.
Early January, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Was it
I'm thinking it
January?
was early in the year.
Yeah, because I know because McCartney kind of knocked off the charts a little early. Like, well, they were
Yeah.
fighting.
I think it was like an April thing for McCartney. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. And what else was going to come out at the same? Yeah, there was a bit of a infighting, I think, within the Beatles group there about McCartney releasing it at the same time as Let It Be, and there being a competitive thing going on.
It was released today, 52 years ago.
Yeah.
McCartney 1. Yeah.
If Geddy and Alex decide to make new music, which percussionist would
Dave
you think
Grohl.
would be up to the challenge?
Dave
I would like.
I don't think they will out of respect.
Did
They
you watch
probably
that
won't.
interview with George?
Yeah, it was excellent.
Fantastic
Strombopoulos?
interview. Oh man, it was good.
And that
But
what's his name? The host.
George Stropolopoulos.
He is such a good interviewer.
House of
He
Strombo.
is.
Is it the House of Strombo?
Strombo,
Yeah.
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 You know my Strombo story, don't you, with my daughter and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's was good friends, or well, I mean, I guess they're still friends. They just don't see each other too much more. Jeff Merrick, who's is a host of one of the hosts of Hockey Night in Canada now. Him and my daughter were good friends, and his best friend was George Strombo. And when my younger daughter, turned 16, she had a big crush on George. He was a VJ on Much Music then, which was Canada's equivalent to MTV. And so my daughter, we were having a birthday celebration for my daughter's 16th birthday, and my other daughter, Andrea, asked Jeff if he could bring George over to visit and wish Stephanie a happy birthday. So we're sitting there after dinner and knock on the door, and we all know what's happening, right? So we tell Steph, hey, go and see who's at the door. And she opens the door, and it's George.
Wow.
Yeah, so he came in, spent the evening with us, and that. He's
Nice.
just a decent guy, great guy.
Yeah.
I love his the John Prine episode.
Yeah, that's an awesome
with
one
Gordon
too.
Lightfoot in the audience. Oh,
Yeah,
so sad.
yeah.
Yeah. And that was around Christmas time because he does Christmas in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really good show. But yeah, the Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson interviews are really good. Even if you're not a Rush fan, you should watch it.
I need to watch it. Well, I love Geddy Lee's interview with Dan Rather that he did.
Yeah.
I'll watch that
Great
too.
Yeah,
He seems like just a down to earth, not a rock star at all. You know,
yeah.
just
But
like
getting back to the drum thing, they mentioned they had such respect for Taylor Hawkins from Foo Fighters. They talked a lot about him and how special he was. And
Well, like I said, they were instrumental in trying to get Rush into the Hall of Fame. I mean, they fought for him.
yeah.
Him and Dave Grohl.
But I've said along, if Alex and Geddy do something new, I would like to see them do what King Crimson did with the 3 drummers. Have 3 percussionists to make up for Neil.
I don't think they wouldn't call it Rush.
I doubt it. I doubt it out of respect.
It wouldn't be like the Who or
Yeah.
the Monkees or anything like that.
Yeah.
Cloud9. I haven't heard that in years either, but it's
Good
That's
record.
That's one I don't have.
Really?
I
I'm
don't.
surprised you don't have it because it's very
It's
with Jeff
Wilburys.
Lynne involved
Yeah.
in that. It's
Yep. Jack Nicholson.
Rich.
Rich.
He said he was cooking up some grub for the family.
I can smell it.
so he's not coming on because he's cooking.
Yeah.
Well,
You can't stir and talk at the same time.
He doesn't
What
want
the
to
hell?
burn the ham.
Yeah.
yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy
He's
Bob's
awesome
great.
actor.
Let me think of a modern one who I love.
Oh, you know who my favorite is? Capra. What's his name? Amelia Kaprioff or whatever his name is. Leonardo.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. he's
Yeah,
excellent.
love
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
I can never
He's
remember his
good.
name. Leonardo DiCaprio. The kids always laugh at me because I can never say his name.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart. I mean,
Jimmy Stewart. Yeah,
my
yeah,
all-time
Stewart.
favorite is "It's a Wonderful Life." That's my all-time favorite movie.
He was great, Jimmy. Yeah, really.
Mary,
Molly
Zuzu.
Rose.
No,
Did you ever check out?
I've heard bits of it.
I can't get into Radiohead.
I would definitely recommend McCartney Flaming Pie.
Flaming Pie.
But
Yeah.
that was the
Not my
question for
favorite, but
Larry.
it's good. It's very good. Yeah.
It's a
Speaking
really
of
good-
Jeff Lynne, yeah, and Ringo's on it. I think George is on it. George Harrison's on a song.
I like Flaming Pie, but
Yeah.
he's asking. Acid is Fantastic Planet.
Derek, we don't do acid on this channel.
Yeah. It's tomato soup. It's as
I know
far
that
as we
Glenn
go.
did in the early 70s.
Or late 60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
And maybe in the early 80s.
2000 was my favorite film. Saw it in the theater in 1969 after the local theater reopened after renovations.
It blew my mind too.
I'll tell you a movie that really blew my mind the first time I saw it was the original Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
still. I
That
saw it
ending,
recently.
that
It's
ending
still
blew my
good.
mind the first time I saw it.
I freaking hate Charlton Heston.
Yeah,
Hate him.
yeah.
I don't know why. Never liked him. From the time I was a little kid. Not a
Because
fan.
every word he says, he's like he wants to punch you.
Yeah, kind of.
I said,
Maybe he's
if, you,
just.
if you put him and like Kirk Douglas together in terms
Oh,
of like
yeah.
testosterone, like it would be a bloodbath.
Maybe that was it.
Mike Portnoy.
Yep.
With Teddy and Alex. Teddy Lee. I remember much music, fun times when TV was still good.
I still haven't gotten my Monkeys box yet. They promised that I would. Well, they didn't promise, but they said I would get it within a few days, and it's been a few days.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna order it when I get to the States. I know I'm gonna.
You can order it from my apartment. That can be a video of Glenn
Yeah.
biting the bullet.
Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis is a pretty damn good actor. He's one of those guys though that makes weird movies. The other guy I love, another name I can't pronounce, the Cumberbatch guy.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
What a great actor that guy is. He's made some
Yeah.
incredible movies.
I'll
The
tell you,
Imitation Game, and there's a couple that are just
Bryan Cranston's up there now.
yeah.
That guy can act. Yeah.
He is a really good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dr. Watley.
Dr. Wadley, the anti-dentite.
I am not an anti-dentite. I love. There's that scene when Jerry's, getting the procedure done, and he takes the hit of the oxygen. Apparently, that was
Yeah. Oh, really?
yeah, because it broke everybody up, so he had to do it a couple times because he was like, you ready?
Yeah. That's funny. That's weird, eh? Jerry's mom died.
I know, like
Yesterday.
10 days after Estelle.
Yeah, and they were both 93 years old.
She dated Jimmy
Weird.
Dean. She dated James Dean
Really?
in the 50s before he was a star.
Before he made sausages?
Yeah. They had breakfast. They had a lot of breakfast.
No,
that's-
that's interesting.
She was a Broadway dancer, and I think she even starred in the 70s with Meryl Streep on Broadway.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, there's the chef.
Yeah, I'm in the house. I got about 20, 25 minutes before I have to do my wizardry in the kitchen.
What are we
you know?
making? What are we making, Rich? We're
Making a pot roast beef with potatoes and carrots and biscuits. Just a comforting meal.
Nice. That's a nice meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's coming over?
It's just the wife and I. Everybody's splintered.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
Wow.
go.
Leftovers. Yeah, just quiet dinner. But
Nice.
I saw you talking acting. I had to jump in here and add my 2 cents.
Yeah. Favorite actor?
Daniel
Well,
Day-Lewis is the best actor. There's no question about it. I mean,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But my favorite.
Mention the Godfather you're going to be doing.
The Godfather. Yeah, he could play some of
No,
the.
I'm seeing the video you're going to be doing on the Godfather.
That's going to be on Wednesday.
Yeah,
We're recasting the Godfather.
yeah, that's interesting.
Godfather 1, 10 characters, the main 10. So it'll be fun.
Now I'll tell you who's not a great
Am I
actor.
in it?
Glenn Kellaway's playing Clemenza. Just
I'm going to sleep with the fishes.
yeah, there's an outside shot. Yeah, you're gonna.
Yes.
Beginning of 2001: A Space Odyssey. You might think. it's
Rich,
Planet
have
of the
you seen
Apes.
2001: A Space Odyssey?
I have. I've seen it twice,
Yeah,
about 20 years apart.
yeah.
It's extremely slow, but
Yeah.
for the time it was made, it's fantastic.
Larry, didn't you eat a chocolate with something in it once?
Yes, that was a few years ago. I don't do that anymore. I stay away from that.
It had nuts in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
allergic.
I went nuts.
Mm.
I like Heston as an actor. He's good in film. No, I didn't. Yeah, see, I don't know. I just think I don't know. Like, I think Sam hit it on the head. He's just kind of overpowering or something. Yeah.
He's gonna crush his teeth. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little intense. I liked him in Planet of the Apes, though. That worked for me.
The
Yeah.
gum episode. That's when Kramer says, "She said, this is what the holidays are all about. Just 3 friends sitting around chewing gum." They said it tasted like lo mein.
Benedict Cumberbatch. That's what a handle too. I just love
I need
that
to
guy's
see that
acting.
series. I've seen a couple episodes and really liked it.
He's a
Yeah.
solid actor, for
Yeah.
sure. I
Well,
I saw Power of the Dog. Benedict Cumberbatch is in that. He plays a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Australian film, yeah.
Yay,
Give
Rich.
a
What's
fan.
up? How you doing, Gene?
Yeah, Gregory Peck. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There will
Orville
be
Peck's
blood.
Orville Peck's dad.
You guys ever see like Lincoln with Daniel Day-Lewis? He looks like Abe Lincoln just walked on the set.
I've heard mixed things about that movie
And
in terms of like historical accuracy.
My left foot, where he plays a real life guy and disabled guy with he can only use his left foot. It's unbelievable. And he
It sounds
curled
like
it.
Larry. Is that Larry's
Larry-
life story?
let's see here. Glenn Calloway removed from.
He was late. He's insulting Larry.
We're actually going to do Jaws. That's one of the ones we have in the future.
Recast Jaws.
the
Who's
three
gonna
leads.
be the shark?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
Yep. Traveling Wilburys.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah,
I love
What's your favorite song from the Traveling Wilburys?
They're all good.
Yeah, the first album is about as perfect as it gets, and
It is. I think
I like
Headed
that.
for the Light. Headed in. Is that what it's called?
Heading for the Light is
Heading
good.
for the Light. It's probably my
I
favorite.
love the song Margarita. I love that last tag by Tom Petty. It's so Tom Petty about she wrote a long letter on a short piece of paper.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
they're all good.
He wrote.
Tweeter and the Monkey Man's Killer. And then the second album, like 7 Deadly Sins, Inside Out, She's My Baby. Those are all just
Inside Out. Yeah.
Wilbury Twist is fun.
Yeah, it is.
Great video too with John Candy.
Yeah.
Chaplin movie.
I'll take the obvious one. City Lights.
I haven't
Perfect.
seen any of his movies.
The Dictator is pretty good.
Yeah.
The Dictator is good. That's the one
Or
I
the
saw.
whatever it was called, The Little Dictator.
They showed us those in school. I took some kind of communications class or something, and they showed a bunch of old movies.
Have you seen the clips on YouTube or the movies with Buster Keaton? All of the crazy things he would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He there's a lot coming out about him in terms of like there's a new book, there's a documentary, and then there's gonna be like a biopic about him, all coming out at the same time.
Really?
I don't know if it was like his 150th birthday or something like that.
There's
Willem
another good.
Dafoe.
Excellent.
Yeah, I saw Willem Dafoe at Toronto Film Festival. We used to go when it first started. All the stars used to stay at the Four Seasons, and we used to go down and star watch, like just for my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and Lynn and I, just stand around and see who we saw. And I saw Willem Dafoe. If that guy's 5 feet tall, I would. Man, he's short. He's small.
My parents had a story where they were down in Florida at like Disney Springs is what it's called now, and this is when they first got married, and they were at the Rainforest Cafe, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
And they were in line because the maitre d' was outside, and there was a woman in front of them in a wheelchair with some younger guy wheeling her around, and she left, and the host, he was like, "Do you know who that woman was?" And they said, "Who?" And they said, "That was Ginger Rogers."
Oh,
And
wow.
so my dad's a huge film buff, and so like he was that close. And had he known, of course, they would have.
He's
snapped the
running
pictures.
after.
Yeah, he would have put his foot in front of the wheel of the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Ginger Rogers is one of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah.
I like the Astaire Rogers films.
Yeah.
Do you always find, especially like in the days when you go to the theater more than so on TV, that these people were so larger than life that if you ever met any of these people in person, they'd always be bigger than you, no matter how big you are?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Especially
isn't that weird?
Somebody like Dylan, who was, he's like 5'6". 5'7".
Yeah. It's like, you always expect them to be, I don't know, they're larger than life.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And they say movie stars and stuff, they look for a certain type of a body size, like a big head and a small body. They like it when you're small.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, that translates on film better than if you're like a 6'3" guy.
Tom Cruise, he's like 5'5" or something.
Alan Ladd was used to stand on a soapbox or something. I think they said he was with his.
So was Desi Arnaz. He used to wear heels, and because Lucy was taller.
Lucy was tall.
Yeah, she was like 5'7", 5'8".
I did a video a few years back where I interviewed Tom Cruise, and I've got the microphone, and all you see is the top of his head.
Oh, that's funny.
It was just a short interview.
That's funny. That's a great idea. That's funny.
Yeah, Bowie was good.
Frank
How
Sinatra.
about Tom Waits?
Tom Waits. Oh,
what a freaking great actor!
He's great. Yep.
Sinatra is good. Dean Martin was a good actor. Bing Crosby.
Sinatra was great. Dean Martin. Yeah.
All of those crooners could act.
Yeah.
Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, they all could do everything.
All of them.
Yeah.
Sinatra's underrated as an actor. I thought he was
incredible.
Big time.
You see him in the movie Von Ryan's Express, which is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah. I like him better as an actor than a singer, actually.
Yeah.
Hot take. There you go.
Yeah. Tom Waits is fantastic.
He's in that Coen Brothers movie too, Tom Waits, where he has.
Which is one of my favorite movies. Yeah.
Which one? The Buster's? Is that the
Ballad
one?
of Buster Scruggs.
Oh, what a great movie! All the little vignettes. That is so good.
Have
you seen that, Larry?
What's that?
The movie called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. You can watch it on.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. It's real. You should watch it. It's great.
It's great.
4 or 5 vignettes all and each story is so cool.
Tons of people in it too. Liam Neeson and Tim Blake Nelson and
really
Tom
good.
Waits.
Tom Waits is in the first one. The Gold Rush. What do they call those guys?
What's it called again?
The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Buster Scruggs. Really
and actually, the very first one is the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. That's the name of the vignette. And then the guy that's in that, I won't give anything away, but the black writer, he's actually in Old Crow Medicine Show. Well,
was he?
He was an original member of Old Crow. Yeah, Willie Watson.
Wow,
is his name.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, another song for us, Wagon Wheel.
Oh, that's a good song. Down here, that's played at every single.
Yeah, it gets overplayed.
Festival.
It gets overplayed.
It's just the same 3 chords.
Yeah, it's a great song though.
Yeah, kind of, Derek. Well, even before that, they were hanging out with Harrison and Dylan were hanging out together with, doing drugs in the hotel.
Short interview.
I like that.
That was back in the day when I was funny.
Yeah.
Another good one, somebody that can rip your heart out but make you crack up. Oh, 2 people. One of them, and then the second is Jackie Gleason.
Oh yeah.
Jackie Gleason was a good actor.
They both have
John Candy too. Yeah.
John Candy was incredible. When he's that ending part of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
He'll tear you up.
That he was the funniest human being ever.
So
I ran into John Candy downtown Toronto once. Where I was walking along right at Yonge and Bloor, and I'm walking along, and John Candy's just right beside me, and these 2 guys, they recognize him too, and one guy goes, "Hey, there's John Candy," and John Candy turns around, "Go where?"
That's good, man.
I love that sketch of him doing Big Boy's Burgers, where he goes around and finishes the leftovers. He goes, "You gonna finish that? Are you sure?"
Yeah.
He eats it
and leave it to Beaver.
I'll leave it to Beaver.
Yeah, that was the best.
Yeah.
Jackie Gleason though, and
maybe 25 years in the Slammer will be a lesson to you there, Beaver.
Gleason played Minnesota Fats in The Hustler. He was great.
Incredible.
Great movie.
And then you see him in Smokey and the Bandit, where it's just slapstick humor. He's hilarious in that movie.
Yeah.
He could do it all.
I haven't seen The Man Who Fell to
I've
Earth.
never seen it either.
I haven't either. I have not.
I think Sinatra said that Jackie Gleason was the best dressed man in Hollywood because like his suits were always so like crisp. Like he never wore anything remotely tattered. That he always went out on top.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well, he had quite a career, man, with the Honeymooners and the Jackie Gleason show and the movies.
And he was a conductor. Of
the
orchestra.
musical conductor. Yeah.
Wow.
And how about Sammy Davis Jr.? He could do it all.
He did all those
Genius.
things.
Yeah.
And could play instruments. I mean, on top of
Yeah.
it all, Gleason didn't play really any instruments, but Sammy Davis could play anything.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly, another
It's just
one.
great.
Wow.
Glenn, look who's here. Should I boot him off?
Oh, I know that guy.
He just woke up from his nap.
Relative. Yeah, he is probably napping too. It runs in the family.
Darn kids.
Yeah.
Jack, what's your favorite Coen Brothers movie? He said it's not their best movie, and it's not. I'm wondering what he thinks is.
Fargo?
Fargo's up there. I like No Country for Old Men. That's my favorite, and then Fargo would be 2.
Then there's also
And the Big Lebowski.
Raising Arizona is also there.
That's up there. Big Lebowski's an all-time classic.
Oh, Brother Art Thou.
That's one
Yeah.
I need to see again. I must have been in a rotten mood when I saw
And
it.
then
Stick with me.
Inside Llewyn Davis is
That's
fantastic.
a good one.
Good movie.
So good.
Yeah, I
Very
like
good.
that one.
Larry would like that. Have you seen that one, Larry?
What is it?
Inside
Llewyn Davis.
Llewellyn Davis.
It's
That
about
would be your favorite.
it's about like a Bob Dylan type guy and like how he never quite makes it like Dylan does in the folk scene of the 60s.
It's a kind
Really
of meandering movie though, but it's well made and
It makes you think.
character study. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Wild Bunch.
I
Yeah,
did.
Wild Bunch, great Western.
I think once I've seen the
I love old westerns. You guys,
Yeah.
westerns fan?
Oh yeah, I love them.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of my favorite, we were talking about Jimmy Stewart earlier, and one of my favorites by him is the Flight of the Phoenix about the
Yeah,
plane
that's a
that
good
wrecks in
movie.
the
Yeah.
Sahara.
Yeah.
So
Excellent
good.
movie.
I like The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance too, Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one, too. John Wayne and Jimmy
Yeah.
Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think Gleason is one of those guys, like, he's not as big as you think that he was. I mean, like, by today's standards, like, he was, pretty average.
Yeah.
There you go. My favorite is Fargo, but No Country for Old. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
They're the top 3.
Did you guys watch the Fargo TV show?
No.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Excellent. Every year there's a different.
They're all different, yet they're
Yeah.
all fantastic.
Yeah, and Billy
Acting,
Bob
writing.
Thornton does one that's
That's the
incredible.
best one.
Wasn't
Oh.
it Chris Rock was in one, wasn't he?
Yes, he was in the
Yeah,
latest
he was
one.
in the last
Martin
one.
Short was
Recent
in
one.
one.
Yeah,
Stagecoach.
fantastic. Well, we're seeing
That's a great
Stagecoach.
movie.
Yeah.
When did this become the movie channel?
It was Rich's fault.
I got to get out. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Definitely different.
Yeah, it's nice to talk about movies.
I like The Searchers. That might be my favorite.
That's another one. Yeah.
Haunting music.
Whenever Glenn sings one.
Yeah, that gives
So
me
do you
the chill.
guys, have any like movie soundtrack albums? Like, there's any of those? Like, I can't do it, but
I don't buy
I
soundtracks.
only got a couple,
No.
and they were
yeah. I just got the Rycooter ones because I just love the guitar work in them. But
Yeah.
because I'm kind of always like against, like, especially if it's like a compilation, like something like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like I wouldn't want that.
what about favorite James Bond theme?
I've never seen a James Bond movie.
How
Get
can you
out of
say
town.
that? Get off the
Come on.
show.
Get
How
out
can
of
you
I
here.
do
say-
have to go, but
How come?
Come on.
Don't
I just-
interest you, or you've just never?
well,
got
see,
the
when
chance?
obviously when I was younger, I wasn't permitted to watch them when I was a little kid, and then like from that point, I started getting into westerns and like World War II
man.
movies, and like I never went back to them. Like I got into Star Wars, and
Wow.
then I got
Well, you should
older.
watch Daniel. What's his name?
Daniel
Daniel
Craig.
Craig.
Daniel Craig ones. They're awesome. Like,
See, I need to
he's
see
the
some-
second best Bond as far as I'm concerned.
I agree with that.
After Connery.
After Connery,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Connery's
watch the
the
Sean
best.
Connery ones and the what's his
Craig.
name?
Daniel
Craig
Craig.
ones.
And forget the ones in the middle, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you can watch them eventually because they're okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Roger Moore was okay, but
Yeah.
We have a music question here.
What moments in Beatles songs give you chills?
Revolution
Day in the
9.
Life and Golden Slumbers for me.
Yeah, Golden Slumbers. I was just going to say.
Big picks. Day in the life for sure.
For me, it was the love version of "While My Guitar Gently Weeps" when he sings the line about I'm sitting here doing nothing but aging. That whole line got to me.
I would put in my life in there too. It's such a emotional song. I mean, family and friends, and all that stuff. It's if you go along and read every word along, it's beautifully written.
Yeah,
but they all make me feel good. There's something about comforting about that music.
Yeah.
I think if I was laying down and on my way off this earth, I think I would just say, please put on a Beatles record if I got like an hour to lay here.
And they accidentally put on Yoko Ono and
I already picked out my funeral song. It's "Into the Mystic" by Van Morrison. That's it. That's what I'm going with. I just like sailing off into the mystic with the foghorn blowing and all that stuff.
Me and Mr. Mayo just did the short it's like a comedy video. He's in the record store and John Coltrane music is playing, and I guess it's pretty out there. I guess
it
I
is.
haven't really heard much of it.
That's pretty out there.
It's really funny, his reaction to it, and he's saying it's the worst, and I can't listen to this.
Yeah, he doesn't like jazz.
Yeah, it's funny.
But
anyone excited for Record Store Day?
No. Nothing in the list. I usually like it because there's usually a couple things that I really want. And this year I'll go over the list one more time, but I found nothing that interested me.
Yeah, I'll probably go out, but if I don't find what I want, I'll go online.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Jack, he's watching. He's coming over next weekend for a visit, so we're picking him up on Friday. So I'm sure Jack, you and I will get up and go to Record Store Day on Saturday.
Yeah, those are both good windows. I love. Yeah, both of those are masterpieces.
Yeah. That part is creepy for some reason. Maybe because
you take me back when I came home. Yeah.
Well, that whole movie, like Henry Fonda's eyes in that movie, are just creepy.
There's another guy who made some great westerns.
Yeah.
The James Gang movies, Jesse James and
Joe Walsh.
Right? What was it? Was it Frank James? They did 2 or 3.
Jesse and Frank, yeah.
Jesse and Frank.
You know, I'm distantly related to Jesse James.
Wow, that's pretty cool. My favorite outlaw. You can have a favorite outlaw.
Not Willie Nelson.
The one that fascinated me the most.
Yeah, I'll take Willie.
Wrong outlaw.
There's not a right or wrong, Glenn.
No, they're all outlaws.
They're all outlaws, yeah.
Under Majesty's Secret Service is a great James Bond movie, but just
That's
wrong
one
James
I haven't
Bond.
seen. I have not
Really,
seen
it's a really good James Bond movie, but it's just George Lazenby. Like, I mean, it's forgettable for that reason, right?
Favorite song used in a commercial.
That's another acid story we won't go into, or will we?
My favorite song in a
we won't.
My favorite song in a commercial is the new one for Apple for their iPad 4. Sparks, "This Town Ain't Big Enough for Both of Us."
Oh, really?
And after the concert, we were back at the hotel and we're watching TV, and the ad came on with that. Cool.
I'll tell you the thing that's driving me nuts now is because now I don't know if this is involved in the States too, but they've done something to sports gambling to make it more legalized,
accessible.
Yeah. Every 1 second there's another. Gretzky's doing one, and the guy from Breaking Bad's doing one. Adam, what's his name? Jesse,
Aaron Paul.
There's a bunch, and they just keep playing them and playing them and playing them and playing.
And then they have one of the JB Smoove. He's Caesar.
Oh,
the comedian.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Record Store Day is a thing that they started a few years ago to help independent record stores stay in business, and they would release special editions of albums. Certain
it's
artists
just
would
for that one
release
day,
their
right?
new records on that day, and it
Yeah.
happens twice a year, once in April and once in November.
Black Friday.
And
Yeah.
Black Friday, and they release. There's probably a list of 50, 100 records, and they're all kind of limited edition. So if you go, you got to get this one. It's on blue vinyl, and it's only limited to like 3,000 copies or something. So people flock to the record stores to pick up these special
It's the boost local economy.
records. And at the same time, the hope is that they'll spend a bunch more money on other stuff while they're there, and just to promote record stores, independent record stores, more than chains.
Everybody, I'm off. I gotta head over to
Thank you,
Grandma's
Sam.
house. Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
say hi to mom for me.
I will. We'll save you some macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Rich, enjoy your supper.
Take care. Thank you. See
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Take care, buddy.
Jackson Hawk.
I kind of remember that. They did. That was back in the day with the CanCon thing, where they had to play so many to protect Canadian, or to promote Canadian artists. Canadian government passed a law that radio stations had to play a certain amount of Canadian content, like 60% of their content had to be Canadian.
Yeah.
And so all these Canadian bands were making up versions covering hit records. Like there was one band did Rocky Mountain Way, right?
Yeah.
They just do stuff like that. So and then that record would get played over like the Joe Walsh Rocky Mountain Way, because it would promote Canadian content. It was stupid, but it did help develop the Canadian music industry. So it worked, but it was just a pain. Vertigo is a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I like Rear Window, and I like North by Northwest.
Yeah.
That's another one that's
awesome. The Hitchcock movies are amazing. What's your favorite Hitchcock movie?
It's either Rear Window or North by Northwest, or like the coin flip. I like them both.
North by Northwest is probably...
The Birds was pretty good. From
the Birds is up there too. Yeah,
it was a great movie. Yeah, Psycho, of course.
Psycho's up there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Lazenby in that movie. I have to check it out.
Well, you want to watch it for Diana Rigg anyway.
Oh, well, Diana Rigg, yeah.
Yeah.
It was in her prime.
Emma Peel.
Yep. Picture book.
Long as the books did. Yeah, kind of.
Hawkins Cheesy's video brought me here. Thank you. That's funny. Oh, that's
PTO and Foghat and Trooper. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's quite a triple bill.
Derek, there's going to be no more talking of movies on my live chat.
Yeah. Derek, what's your favorite porn film? That will change the subject.
Glenn and I did a top 25, didn't we?
Waterloo Sunset.
My favorite was Autumn Almanac.
I like Waterloo Sunset too. I like Celluloid Heroes too, about the movies.
Yeah, great song.
Come Dancing's a nice song.
It is a good song. That was 80s Kinks. They were coming up with some hits back then. Don't Forget to Dance and Come Dancing.
I like Sunny Afternoon too.
Sunny Afternoon is probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, Henry Fonda was a great actor.
Tremendous. Rope, that's an interesting movie, yeah.
I don't know if I've seen Rope.
Yeah. It's shot like in 7 takes with the camera, and there's no edits. It just goes dissolves from one camera to the next. It's a concept kind of film. Murder.
I always like those movies, like the ones with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. What was the one when she was blind and the guy they were looking at?
Wait Until Dark.
Wait Until Dark. Those movies. There was a kind of a whole To Catch a Thief. Wait Until Dark. There was a bunch of them.
I think Charade was another one.
Charade. Those movies are fantastic.
Yeah.
Autumn. That's all right. Yeah.
You know, Glenn, what I was thinking of doing if you guys haven't done it sometime is our top 10 favorite 60s albums without any Beatles or Rolling Stones.
I could do
We
that.
haven't done that.
Yeah. You guys want to do that sometime?
I do.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I know one of them is going to be this, Glenn.
Really? Top
Yeah.
10 of all time?
Yeah. For the
Holy
60s,
crap.
Yeah.
No.
And you can only have one.
Wouldn't make my top 50, Larry.
Really?
And I
You
love
need
it.
to listen
And
to
I
it
love it.
more.
I love it. No, I'm not slamming it. I can just think, I bet you I can think of 50 more albums from the 60s that I would
And
be
Glenn,
more passionate about.
Our CD exchange, you gave me, which one did you give me here? I think you gave me that one to listen to, right? Deep Purple?
No, I never gave you a,
No?
not this time.
No, I'm saying before.
Before I gave you the one just called Deep Purple, the third one. That one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because of that, I got this one. And I never realized Deep Purple, early Deep, I knew they were good, but I was really impressed.
They're awesome.
And then I got Fireball.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're
Machine Head is coming in. I've got In Rock. And I just got today, Who Do We Think We Are? I think
wow.
that's underrated.
That's a good album. That was the one
Yeah.
after Deep Machine Head.
Machine Head, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This is funny. Larry and I are like, we're like twin brothers. We get on something and we just get obsessed with
Yeah, we
it.
get
It's
obsessed.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't go away either. Like a band.
No, it's not like you still always.
I haven't played their albums in over a month, but it's like I need to. I love
yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, when Robert watches this, he'll be proud of you getting all those Deep Purple albums.
Deep Purple. That's his favorite.
That's his favorite band.
So, Larry, getting back to your best albums of the '60s.
Yeah.
One album per artist.
Yeah.
Exclusive of the Stones and the Beatles. Okay.
No Beatles or Stones or
Gotcha.
Why don't we do that next weekend on our chat?
Sure. Yep. We could. What we could do is maybe. Yeah, I guess we could do a live chat, but just no questions until we're done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Get a bunch of guys. Maybe everybody can come on. We can have
Sure.
5 or 6.
Anybody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just let them know if they're coming on. Be prepared. Top 10 60s albums.
Sounds good.
I'm North by Northwest. Yeah.
The Birds. Yeah, the Birds are good. The Birds are even better. Yeah.
Boy, we're talking music and movies.
Yeah, there's 3 right there.
Did you ever see a little known movie that came out in the early 70s called Zachariah?
Never.
It's a Western with rock stars in it.
Ooh.
Leslie West, the guys from Mountain were in it. The James Gang were in it with Joe Walsh and that. And I forget who else. It's a weird movie. It's a weird, druggy kind of Western movie. It's very cool.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that is Aiden that wrote that comment. I'm not sure. He'd have to let me know. He's the one that did that little documentary on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the first video that he saw too. Was the Hawkins Cheesy?
Speaking of drug movies, what's your take on Easy Rider, Glenn and Larry?
Oh,
I've never seen it.
I saw Easy Rider at the show when it came out about 4,000 times. That was back in the days you could just walk into a movie theater and sit there all day. They never kicked you out. Oh yeah, it's dated now.
It's dated, but it's still excellent.
It's still excellent and one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Absolutely. And the introduction to Jack Nicholson to the screen, pretty much.
Yeah. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Dial In for Murder with
Good one.
What's his name? The actor I can see Milland.
Ray Milland. Yeah. Grace Kelly, I think, is the woman in that.
Yeah, Rear Window's a good movie.
I like how we go back and forth between music and
yeah.
The Kinks might make the list. Yeah. The 60s.
Arthur gets my vote for best album of 1969.
Wow. I'm not slamming Arthur because it's an amazing record. I love it, but I just think I would pick many more.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that since I bought it when it came out, but I haven't heard it in years.
What is that? Oh, is that a Deep Purple?
Deep Purple.
Is it? Yeah. No.
What's his name left?
If you don't have Rod Evans or Ian Gillan, I'm not in. Sorry.
Yeah.
CD Showcase, yes, it is a classic. Breyer's CD Showcase. Iggy Pop was in a movie. Didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great. Oh boy, if you ever see that soundtrack album on CD or on album, I got both. It's a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even with the covers, like the Smiths or something. Whatever. What was the band called? Smith, I think, that did The Weight, but they still did a good job.
Wasn't bad.
I don't know why they did that. The band wouldn't give them wouldn't play it for them, or
I guess they wanted too much money, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Some kind of rights.
It's almost like refusing to be in the Woodstock movie, refusing to be on the Easy Rider soundtrack.
Yeah,
made a lot of stars.
In retrospect, it really looks like a bad move, but at the time, they shot Easy Rider on a shoestring budget. It was kind of on the road with a camera and go and figure it out, you know.
A couple $100,000 or something.
Yeah,
they were done.
Yeah.
Do you like Woody Allen? You guys?
I did.
Me too.
I don't like him now, but
you know what? You should read his biography. He tells a totally different side of a story than you know. His side. He has some things where you go, you know,
maybe, yeah. I was going to bring Woody Allen up yesterday
because that Sydney, whatever his wife's name is, she won't admit there was ever any abuse or anything, and she's quite fine. Like they're comfortable and they're in love, and it's a weird dynamic, obviously, but. Its book is very interesting, and he made some amazing movies.
Yeah, the movies.
I liked his early comedy movies.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't take it. What was the first? Take the money and run.
Yeah.
Bananas and all that.
Making the gun out of soap.
I like when he goes up to the bank teller and she reads the note. I have a gub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the way the Hannah and her sisters and Annie Hall and Manhattan.
Annie Hall I could watch Annie Hall a million times.
Crimes and Misdemeanors is a great movie. I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Smith had another hit. Wow, interesting.
They did. Baby It's You. Yeah.
Really? The song the Beatles covered.
Yes, it was originally done by the Ronettes, I think. Baby It's You. They had a hit with it.
Yeah, I have some of those. I have A Hard Day's Night, I think, and Help in that collection.
I don't collect movies because once I've seen them, I've kind of seen them. I can't watch them over and over again, so I don't have anything on DVD except for the odd concert film. That's it.
Yeah.
And the Beatles movies.
Let's have a moment of silence
for Easter. Let's
How about them Sixers?
Sit back and I know they looked really good last night. Even the Raptors coach, man.
Now we're just a perfect
they kicked Raptor ass last night. It was like 131 to 101 or something. Really, they looked impressive. Embiid looked like a monster last night.
How about that kid Maxey? He looked fantastic.
Yeah, 30. I don't know how many points he ended up with.
38, I think.
Yeah. I know. It was like, you almost couldn't say, man, no, they were unbeatable last night, I think.
Yeah, they won't play like that.
If they play like that,
yeah,
they'll get to the final. If they play every game like that.
That was fun.
Was it Sleeper?
No, it was it had sex in the title.
Oh,
everything you wanted to know about sex
but we're afraid to ask.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite scenes. It's where Gene Wilder is in love with a goat.
And boots on. Remember the boots?
No. The farmer brings the goat to Gene Wilder, who's the psychiatrist, and he ends up falling in love with the goat.
That's hilarious.
Sleeper's a good one too, though.
Yeah, Sleeper was good. They were all funny back then.
Yeah, that's what I try and do. It's hard, but
it is really hard. But you should read Woody Allen's book. Is a great read if you like biographies. Fantastic book.
I should read it.
Yeah. Taking a mortgage for each one. Oh yeah, Zachariah. I still need to see. Heard Firesign Theatre co-wrote it based on Herman Hesse's Siddhartha. Oh, Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, Zachariah. I don't even know if you can buy it on video or see it anywhere. It's interesting.
Yeah.
The giant tit and so, yeah.
Glenn, you can't say tit on my live chat.
Oh.
It's written and said both. Awesome. Purple Rose of Cairo, Radio
That was
Dig,
really good. Yeah.
and Sweet and Lowdown. That's the one with Sean Penn. He plays a deaf mute, I think, in that movie. Sweet and Lowdown. Interesting.
So,
Okay, that's it. No more movies.
Yeah. So Glenn and I are doing a CD swap. And Glenn, you better have your CDs ready for my promo.
Larry, I always keep them close at hand.
Okay.
Because my
So
trash
Glenn
can
gave
sits
me-
right beside me and they're sitting on top. You know, George Costanza ate the eclair off the top of the garbage. That's where your CDs sit.
Glenn gave me Eloy, is it?
Yeah. Are you liking
Yeah.
that one, Larry?
I am. I need to listen to it more, but I liked it.
You do, because I really like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like them all. This one I've only listened to once. It's, you know, it's because it's not what I typically listen to, but I still enjoyed it.
It
Right?
takes a long time to like
Yeah.
this, but that's kind of thing you just got to put on and just
and just
close your
relax.
eyes and
Have some tomato soup.
yeah, it's certainly not a party album.
Steve Hackett, I like that. Yeah. It's good. And this one, Glenn, I know I wasn't really putting it down on. I played it for a third time. It's just so much to take in, right? And it's I like his vocals,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna rank it yet, but I need to listen to it probably at least 2 more times to get it. But it's definitely good. I don't dislike it. And this one, I think I'm starting to. It's crazy, Glenn. King Crimson Discipline, but it's good.
It's
But
awesome.
it needs more listens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you get, Glenn?
Well, I got this piece of shit here, Golden Earring Switch, and this
I love
garbage
that
album that's half Nelson or should be
Sparks.
half a bag of crap, and this Atomic Booster or whatever the hell they're called, that piece of nonsense.
Death Walks Behind You.
Yeah, and then this awful garbage.
That's terrible.
Bebop Deluxe. What's it called?
Sunburst Villain.
Shit all over a CD or something, I think they call it. And then this piece of nonsense, Low. I mean, how low can you get? With it? Yeah. No, seriously, I freaking love this album. Yeah. I can't believe how much I love it. And all these are, I've only listened to this once and I liked it, but I need more listens.
I hope, Hun. Oh my God! I said it again.
Hun, he called me Hun again. Did you hear that?
Oh my God!
Play that back.
Molly isn't watching.
I'm stunned.
I hope, honey, that you'll.
Oh my God!
I need to give these other 3 more love before we.
But I'm hoping you listen to Golden Earring a couple more times because I
liked it the first time, Larry.
It's very underrated.
It was good.
Song, what is it? The Loneliest DJ. It is a classic.
Better than I thought I was going to like it. To tell you the truth,
it's really good.
Yeah, because I've never listened to a Golden Earring album in my life. Just the hits.
Yeah.
But guitar playing's great in it. Oh, these people are still on the movies. We don't like movies. Stop. We're just joking.
Man, movies were great back then. Sean Penn, he's good.
That's what it is. Okay. Thank you for that. It's been a while since I saw it.
There you go, Glenn.
I haven't listened either to the tribute albums, and I'm a big Lucinda fan. I got a friend who's got them all and just loves them. He says the Stones one is the best. So I might get the Stones one. But I love Lucinda. Underrated song by the Doors.
There's no such thing. They're all really good.
Yeah, I have a hard time thinking what's considered underrated.
Yeah.
Is Backdoor Man considered underrated, even though it's a cover?
I don't know.
Alabama song.
There's a couple of good songs on Other Voices.
Yeah.
The first album they made without Jim Morrison. Tightrope Ride. I think that's underrated.
I was listening to a David Bowie live album, and he does towards the end of it. He does the Alabama song.
Yeah.
Oh, Moon of Alabama. Did he do that on a studio album too, or is that just something he did live just for fun?
Just live, yeah.
So, do you like his version of it more than the Doors version?
No.
No, I didn't. I don't think I did either. But
No.
yeah,
Yeah, Lonesome DJ by Golden Earring is awesome.
Wow.
How many times has Larry called Glenn Hahn now? I lost count.
hundreds. And it's when he does it on a video, he's not looking into my eyes. Like when we're together, he says it means more.
Drinking game. Oh my God!
Oh, we'd be hammered. I'd be throwing up, laying around the toilet bowl just around now.
Golden Earring they're very underrated. And they were the four of them. They're one of the longest running bands. I think the guitar has health issues that are sadly done now, but for like 50 years.
Yeah.
Just like ZZ Top.
Speaking of Golden Earring, we haven't got our ears pierced yet, Larry.
We're not going to.
No.
We're not going to, hon. L'America, the Doors, yeah.
I don't know. What song's that on?
There you go. That's from their last one with Jim Morrison.
Thanks, Gene. That was interesting information. He did it as a B-side on the Tin Machine.
LA Woman.
Yeah, LA Woman. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. I got to split. I got to go do my thing in the kitchen.
Well, enjoy your pot roast. We're having
Thank
steak tonight, so we're.
Yep. Happy
steak
Easter to both.
Yeah, you too.
Take care, guys.
Thank you, Rich.
See you, Rich. Okay, hun, it's me and you.
Yes.
This is romantic. This is the way it is. We're finally alone.
Yeah.
What is the name of the found band that plays off key and sings terribly? You did a review of their album 2 years ago. I can't remember the name.
The Shakes.
Oh.
I enjoy that. It is. It's endearing because they were kind of pushed into the recording studio by their father. And, the whole story. So it's bad, but it's entertaining, I guess. Yeah.
And Zappa had something to do with that?
Yeah, he said they were better than the Beatles, but that's Frank Zappa.
Oh, but he was just promoting them. Yeah.
I don't think Frank Zappa was a Beatles fan. Yeah. Well.
So it's just me and you, Larry.
It's just me and you.
Wow. We should do a live ranking of our CDs sometime, like one of the exchange do it live.
Yeah, I'll take down all of my hundreds of CDs and I'm going to rank.
No, the 5 that we exchange.
Oh, the 5 that we. Oh, you're saying in a live chat, so you don't have to.
No, I'd love coming over. I'd come over anyway.
I'll come over to your place too.
Yeah.
You just
Maybe
never
this time
invite
you come
me.
down. I don't. It just seems like the routine to come to your place.
Yeah,
But
I don't care.
come to my place. When we
I
do
don't care, Glenn.
No, next one, review and exchange. You're coming here. Oh, I need to do. You know how I'm your taxi driver all the time.
Yeah.
I have to take my car in tomorrow, and they might keep it overnight, so I might need a ride to pick it up on Tuesday.
I can't help you.
In
Glenn.
Belleville. It's
Well,
at Peter Smith in
Molly
Belleville.
will be here, but I can do that for you.
Oh, when's Molly coming?
Probably tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good for you guys.
So
That's
yeah,
nice
just
to hear.
message me.
Okay.
Yep.
I might not. They might be kind enough to come and get me, but I'm not sure.
They usually do.
Well, they said they would bring me home when I drop it off, but didn't say anything about coming to get me to pick it up. So.
Oh, okay.
NRBQ are huge fans of the Shags.
Bye, Rich. Bye, Rich.
Bye, Rich.
I'm
Yes,
not
Larry, what
into
do you
the
think about
Raptors.
that, Larry?
I don't know anything about it.
I kind of like their uniforms the way they are now. I'm good.
Why do these sports teams, though, sometimes change their logo, and it's always
Money,
boring.
Larry.
Yeah.
They could bring out new jerseys and people buy them. Now the big fad is over the last few years is have a third jersey.
Yeah.
So every year they come out with a new jersey. It's considered the third jersey, and they wear it for like 1 or 2 games, and then everybody flocks to the souvenir stand and buys, another $100 jersey.
Yeah. Yep. Cactus is really good. Yeah.
Cover of Cactus. What's that?
That was from. Is it Pixies? The band Pixies.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Larry, I'm just becoming such a big Bowie fan.
Well, you
More
should
so
then.
than I was.
And like I said,
liked, always appreciated him, and I had certain albums, but I just never.
But his later albums are really good too. Like Reality and
Yeah, I'll be buying them all. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be like just.
Well, maybe I'll
buying
give
them
you
all.
another later one in our next CD exchange.
Yeah.
And like I said, give some time for Lodger. Like I think you'll enjoy it more with every listen.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I haven't listened to Heroes yet. Do you like Heroes?
Yep, it's another one that takes a few listens.
Really, eh?
For me. Have you heard his like really early stuff, like the Space Oddity album?
Yeah, I used to have that. I remember having
It's
it on
good.
an album. I didn't like it that much.
Yeah. Have you heard Hunky Dory?
Yeah, I have Hunky Dory.
Yeah, it's really good.
Aladdin Sane, Hunky Dory. Yeah. Those ones I was always familiar with.
That's right.
Studmuffin jersey. I want to get T-shirts made. Glenn Calloway from the Basement.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
You could even sell them you could have a store on your channel.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. If I can come up with a cool, I need somebody to design it though. Anybody out there designing stuff? Let me know.
No, the company you would do it online. You would, it's automatically done. You get a picture and it's put on the T-shirt. You can see it and.
Oh, really?
I can help you with it. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Let's next time we're together. We'll look
and then you can sell it. It doesn't cost you anything. You can sell it on your channel, and then they make most of the money, right? The company, but you would make it's not about making a profit though. It's about
promoting.
Yeah, promoting.
Yeah, and just fun. That's what
$3.
I'm not trying to become a millionaire off of Glenn Calloway from the Basement. That'd be silly. Oh, of course, Ziggy Stardust, one of my favorite albums. Yeah. The albums I had were Hunky Dory, Ziggy Stardust, Diamond Dogs, Station to Station, Let's Dance, and Young Americans. Yeah. They were my Bowie catalog that I always loved, but I just never bought the rest of it.
I've never seen that.
No. Wasn't there one when he aged or something, when he was old or getting old or something, a movie he was in?
No.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I've only listened to Lodger once, and it was an uncomfortable listen, not a bad listen, but just when you first hear it, you go, it's not catchy.
I know that David Bowie and Tony Visconti, they weren't happy the way it was mixed. I don't know, something happened, but it was remixed for the recent box set. I haven't heard it, but still,
Can you buy a box set of all David Bowie's albums?
Yep. Well, not
because I've looked online. I can't seem to find one.
They're in certain amount of years for each box set.
Okay. Yeah. So what's the one that's out now? I get kind of confused. The one that's called Toy. What is in that?
That is an album that he did a few years back and never released.
Oh, okay. So it's just
but I'll show you. So he is up to, this is the latest box set, Brilliant Adventure, 1992.
Yeah, now what is that one?
To 2001. It's got Hours.
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's got a really nice book. It's got just like bonus stuff here.
Okay.
Recall. It's got Earthling.
Yeah, I don't have that.
It's got Outside, which is awesome.
I don't have that.
It's got some live stuff.
Wow.
Live stuff. It's got the Buddha of Suburbia.
Never even seen that.
And Black Tie White Noise.
That's live, isn't it?
Nope.
No.
Studio and Toy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's that might be an interesting box set for me because I don't have any of those.
I think there's at least 2 or 3 or maybe 4 other box sets earlier.
Yeah.
It's just going through. The next part is, I think, the final one.
I do. Oh, yeah. I should say I do have Black Star and the next one.
Yeah.
The Next Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got those, which are good, really good albums. Black Star makes me sad. I can't listen to it.
But it's my favorite David Bowie album.
It's way too emotional. It's very hard to listen to. I mean, it's a man who really knew it was his last days, and you know.
Yeah. Okay, here. Yeah, I like pinups.
I like pinups. I just listened to it once.
Fun.
That was great. His version of "See Emily Play" is fantastic.
Yeah. And he does a couple of the
version.
Pretty Things songs. He was a Pretty Things fan.
Yeah, I think pinups is great. Maybe the Elephant Man.
The Hunger. That was
the Hunger. That's the one. He was a vampire. That's the one.
Yeah.
Todd Rundgren, another guy like I just hated because of that song he had in on the radio, and I've never really gotten into him because that song I hated it so much. Yeah. I should really give him a chance. He's such a talented guy.
You would like him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was his 60s recordings, and he just redid them.
Oh, okay.
A few years back. Yeah.
Spiced them up a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
No, you know what? I don't have that one.
Glenn, that's when it's heavy. Some of it sounds like Black Sabbath.
Really? I need to hear this one. I freaking love Mick Ronson.
Yeah, Mick Ronson.
Great guitar player.
I got to remember to give that one to you next, though.
Wow. Oh, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, I love Next Day, and Black Star is my favorite David Bowie album.
Yeah, they're both really good. Like I said, Black Star makes me sad.
High Tears in Rain.
Hey, TIR.
Yeah.
How come everybody spells Glenn with 2 N's? Why do they gravitate to the 2 N's? It's like, yeah, great covers. See Emily Play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Star was, what an album to finish your life with.
Man, Who Sold the World is in my top 5. Yeah.
Is that the one where he's sitting on, like he's stretched out on like a chaise lounger or whatever in a dress? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nick.
Greetings. I wish I knew how to say hello in Greek.
Heathen is another really good David Bowie album. Glenn.
Aladdin Sane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an emotional album.
Yeah.
Glamour Boy, yeah, it was a send up. It was
Glamour Boy.
Yeah.
I don't think he thinks the same way about David Bowie now, though, right?
No. Really? I guess they probably didn't produce that many copies of his first album, the original.
It's like heavy metal Bowie. Yeah.
Huh. That probably good. Yeah, Brainwashed. Yeah. I'm trying to think, did Black Star come out just before he passed away or after?
Yeah.
Just before, right?
Yeah, like he passed away, I think 2 or 3 days after it was released.
Yeah. But
like he timed it all.
The difference is Brainwash was released posthumously after he was gone, right? Yeah. So George had been working on some songs, but they finished it. I think Danny Harrison finished it off after George died, so it was a bit different. But I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't know if is there any other artist who made an album like that? I know Greg Allman made a one just before he died. He recorded all his favorite cover songs, and they were all kind of dealt with death or something like that. It's a very moving album too. It's really kind of sad, but not the same as the Bowie one, where he actually wrote songs, like knowing he was at the end of his life, and it's crazy. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. Oh, Warren Zevon.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it My Rides Here, or that was the one before his last?
That was before the last one. The last one, what was it called? Keep Me in Your Thoughts or something, wasn't it? When
the last song,
yeah.
Well, Johnny Cash, right?
Yeah, he was doing it too. Yeah. Yeah, he knew he was getting up there.
That's why we love music, right, Glenn?
Yeah. Well, it is an emotional thing.
Yep. Uriah Heep.
Big Uriah Heep fans. My favorite is Salisbury too. Then my favorite Uriah Heep song.
My favorite album is Demons and Wizards.
But I'm sorry. I know our friends Robert and Scott are into their whole catalog, but once David Byron's gone, I'm gone. Can't do it. But Cohen's album, there were songs he recorded before he died, but again, it was his son who produced the album after he was gone. But it is a really good album. Thanks for the Dance, I think it's called.
Yeah. The Wind by Warren Zevon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love Warren. He was great. Yeah, that's the one.
The Kinks. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the last Kinks album? You know? What's the last album they made?
I think it was Phobia. Am I right? I think it is.
No, I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
trying
it's
to think.
called Phobia. Yeah.
Really? I don't even know.
I think it was pretty good. I haven't heard it, but the reviews were. It was pretty good.
There are people that are just letting, unfortunately, time pass them by. They should be out on the road. Like,
yeah,
it's silly.
Yeah.
He did, but he was out of the band before they kicked him out of the band for his drinking. I think he was a major alcoholic. I am very interested in checking out Father John Misty. I hear he's really good and have never heard a note, but I hear he's really good. Oh, I didn't know he used to be in Fleet Foxes. Yes, I had the first Fleet Foxes album, which was actually a really good record. I didn't know he was from that.
See, Kinks, 1993.
1993. Wow.
All that time has passed, and they could have been making more albums.
30 years ago, Larry.
Yeah, Hatred, a duet with the two brothers. Yeah. Sea of the Dock of Sparks yesterday, going to play it tonight.
Oh, you're gonna like it.
Acts and Senseless Violence. Excellent.
I saw the Kinks in 87, I'm gonna say. Phobia, I think To the Bone was after, but that's a live album. Oh, the Kinks put out a live album called To the Bone. I've never heard that. I wonder what that's like.
I've heard of Neutral Milk Hotel, but I've never heard their music.
I've never heard of them.
Oh.
After Mazzy was talking yesterday about Orville Peck, and you said your son had turned you on to it.
Yeah.
I went and sampled some of the songs off both those albums, Pony and Bronco, on Spotify. Absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
I've put them in my Amazon.
That was weird yesterday, right? Because I just remembered him, and I listened to his music the other night. And I thought Glenn's gonna really like this guy, so I wrote it down, right? And then there's Maz. He brings it out of the blue.
I'm definitely just wait until I get some allowance. I'm going to buy both those albums.
Yeah.
Yeah. except no one cares about the Gallaghers and everybody cares about the Kinks. Elliott Smith. You ever listen to Elliott Smith?
No.
I've got an album of his that's kind of, I think, considered his best album. It's called Either Or. Kind of a singer-songwriter guy, but he had a very sad life. He actually, I think he won an Academy Award for a song he wrote for a movie, but he died tragically. He had a fight with his girlfriend, and supposedly he stabbed himself to death. It's hard to believe that someone could do
So
that.
I don't want to listen to it.
But
I'll go listen to Black Star.
so he had a sad
Yeah.
demise, but really talented guy.
Huh. Kern River Blues. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we both need more Kinks albums in our collection. I think we both.
I want to get even their earliest albums.
Yeah.
At some point. To the Bone was an acoustic Kinks live album. I think I remember really loving the live album.
Oh,
Road.
To the Bone was an acoustic Kinks live. That's interesting. I'm going to look for that.
I think so.
Yeah, I think he knew. Yeah. Nothing.
I don't have any, but I like it.
Yeah, I can listen, but I don't know anything about it, and not something I would play. But if I was going to, it would be classical guitar. I like just the classical
find
guitar.
it hard
I don't
to
want the
dance
orchestras. Yeah.
Right? It's just.
But Leona Boyd, I remember having a Leona Boyd album once, which
Yeah.
I liked. And there was another guy named Julian Bream, who was a really good guitar player who played classical, and they were the only ones I got any familiarity with. I may give Larry that Elliott Smith album in the next exchange.
And I don't want to be depressed. All
Yeah,
I'm
stabbed
thinking
himself in
about
the heart.
is the sad ending.
No, I know, but his music, I mean, it happened before. He didn't record the music and then stab himself to death. Well, he did in that order, but.
Yeah. I've heard them. They're good. And I know that Robert's on My Turntable is a fan.
Yeah.
I think Glenn would like their music too.
Yeah, he's okay. I'm somewhat familiar, but there's just so much rock music out there. It's
I
just
know.
after a while, I
There's
go,
too
like,
much-
I don't need.
There's too much music.
Don't you ever sometimes think, I don't need another rock band in my life?
Yeah. Well,
Like-
that's why I'm thinking with
Marillion.
Marillion. It's like I don't want to fall in love with this band because I gotta buy like 20 of their albums.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Like I said, it's gonna take a long, I know I'm gonna like this album. I know for sure.
Yeah.
I like it already.
I liked it.
It's like it's the kind of album you need to listen to like
Yeah.
5 times
Yeah.
to really soak it all in.
I'll tell you the one I left you, though, the prog one, Eloy, I think that's a great
Yeah,
album.
I'm gonna listen to it more. Yeah.
Really inventive and huge fan of it. Ellie has some lovely songs. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, we all know Bolero. That's a famous piece of music. For sure. Yeah, Nick Drake. I have Tragic Life. Yeah, the only Nick Drake I have, he only made 3 albums.
Yeah.
And I have the one like Biter Lighter or something it's called, which is a cool record. It's almost like a Van Morrison Astro Weeks type of record.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard Grace. It's really
Jeff
good.
Buckley was good, yeah. Now that the son and father both died tragically too, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I did not know that. I know nothing about Orville Peck, other than his dad was a famous actor. And
yeah, Argus.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going down the Wishbone Ash road. Sorry, not doing it.
I'm gonna buy a Wishbone Ash
I got
album and
too
then
much.
in our CD exchange.
I think that's why when Aerosmith came out, I never wanted to have anything to do with Aerosmith, and eventually Steven Tyler just drove me crazy. Like I can't stand the guy, so I can't listen anyway. But why am I spending my time listening to Aerosmith when I can listen to the Rolling Stones or listening to bands that, Yeah. I don't know if I can afford all 3 of those records.
Yeah.
The whole catalog.
I've heard
Yeah,
of FM.
FM. Yeah,
Nash the Slash was
that's
in
the
that.
Slash. Yeah. Amazing. Yes, Richard Thompson, great guitar player. Sandy Denny, amazing vocalist.
I'll tell you what I think. I think you're blocked.
Yeah, we think you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're pretty good.
Elliot Murphy, I've heard of him. Yep.
I don't know Elliot Murphy at all.
I remember Stephen Wilson on, I think, one of his podcasts. He was talking about listening to early Elliot Murphy albums and getting into him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I might have to check that out. No, he's not. We're just joking. It's his grandson. Will Led Zeppelin ever be remastered?
Not
again?
remastered, but I hope that they remix them.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them remix them with all analog sound, like get Mobile Fidelity to do it, or get somebody to do it right.
What I was disappointed in, like In Through the Outdoor, when they remastered it a few years ago, because like Robert Plant's vocals were still kind of buried in some of the songs.
Yeah. And Jimmy Page was too involved in it. He needs to send it out to someone like a Stephen Wilson or somebody, just to let them. Sweetheart the Drunk is great too. I have one Jeff Buckley album, and I can't remember what. Is it Tim Buckley's the other one? What's yeah.
Sour Milk Sea. Yeah, it was the last one when he was alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was Milk and Honey after he passed.
Yeah.
Away, released a couple years later. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a special an album that makes me sad too.
I'm getting all depressed, Glenn.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't listen to Double Fantasy hardly at all because it's just it brings back too many bad memories.
Yeah. You've seen that video of Paul McCartney listening to Beautiful Boy, and he starts kind of breaking down.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah.
No,
I think it's one of his favorite Lennon songs.
Julian Lennon's putting a new album out, eh?
Yeah.
That might be interesting. I like Julian's albums. Did you?
Sorry?
Did you like Julian's albums?
His first one I bought. I liked
the other. There was one called Photograph Smile that I really liked. Yeah.
They're good guys. His son, Sean, and Julian. They're very well respected now, I think.
Yeah.
And I know Julian does photography, and he's really good at that.
Yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Tim was Jeff's father. Yeah. No, I've heard the name. I can't recall their music too much. The Flatlanders, no. The Flatliners.
All this stuff. Jeez.
Turn's a good album. I still like the first one. It just blew me away when it came out and really changed my whole thoughts about music and stuff. So it was really an important album to me. So Mr. Tambourine Man album.
And while we're on the topic of the Birds, from the Birds,
Gene Clark,
No Other. This was one of our CD exchanges. I ended up buying it.
Yeah.
If you like country music, pop music, progressive country pop music, this is amazing.
Great guitar.
It's kind of getting popular. Like,
you know, Larry, I've often thought about doing a video where I rank my top 50 albums or even 20 albums or whatever of albums that aren't considered classic rock albums.
Yeah.
Leave out the Beatles and the Stones and the Zeppelins and the Floyds and just albums like that Gene Clark album, and do a ranking of your top 20.
Kind of unknown.
Yeah, just like Elliott Smith
or underrated
one, or just I don't even know if it's underrated, because there could be a Stones album that's underrated, but it just something that's not considered in the rock genre.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to come up with a bunch. Like there's a lot of alternative artists and stuff that have made great records.
I've never heard Heavy Horses.
Heavy Horses is good. It's not their bad, but it's hard to find a bad Jethro Tull album. Pure comedy, God's favorite customer. Thanks. I'm going to check. I'll give a couple of them a listen on Spotify and see if I like them.
Yeah. Let's do a top 10 albums that make us depressed.
Yeah, we'll have a box of Kleenex with us.
You know what one album that always gets to me is that Johnny Cash American Recordings #4 with Hurt and Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Mm-hmm.
Just his voice is like kind of like God, like singing to you. It's
okay. This spins this around. What album makes you happy when you put it on? It's just like comforting. And did you have a few like that? Any Beatles album is like that for me.
Yeah.
Rather than talk about albums that make us sad.
Well, almost anything really. Like But I like like Lou Reed's Berlin, which I know you're not a fan of, but that's kind of a sad, depressing album, but I enjoy it like for the mood of it.
The album I just read, I guess Lou Reed and Bowie hung around quite a bit together, right, for a while. Yeah.
I just have my voice changed. I just have their studio albums and the BBC sessions and Love. I don't have like enough. Just your typical, right? Same with you.
Well, I've got them all. Yeah, I've got all the studio albums.
Like I'm not
stereo and mono, and then I've got all the CDs. I've got them in vinyl, and I got them on CD. And then I have a few of the original North American albums, like the Long Tall Sally album and Beatles 65. And I got the North American Revolver and a few like that. And I've got the Beatles #1s on vinyl and CD and BBC. Yellow Submarine Song Track.
Yeah,
you like that? I played that quite a bit.
Yeah, it was remixed. I like how they remixed.
I like the sound of it too. No, I've never listened to him.
No.
I don't know what he does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to get it. It's a great album.
Yeah.
I don't care if you don't like country music or you don't like rock music or you don't whatever genre you don't like. It kind of seeps into the cracks of all. It's just a great record.
Yeah. Like I said in our review of it, I think the first song or two, they're kind of, you're what you would expect for a country pop album. But when you get, the songs after that, it gets more, I don't know.
But the arrangements are good. It just works. Yeah. The whole album just works. It's kind of like I said, it's
magical.
It reminds me of Astro Weeks, not musically, but just that Van went in and brought these certain musicians in, and just everything gelled. And I think everything gels on that record. Yeah, Larry's. I remember buying that when it came out. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Is Rat Bat Blue on that album?
Yeah. And Woman from Tokyo.
Woman from Tokyo, yeah. I like that album. Yeah, Sweetheart of the Rodeo is a great album. Sam and I are going to be meeting up in the first week of May. I'm going to Sam's house in Roanoke, Virginia. We're just going to have a few hours together because unfortunately I got to get back on the road. But I'm bringing my banjo with me, and we're going to get together and we're going to work up a version of You Ain't Going Nowhere, which is on Sweetheart of the Rodeo, and we're going to record it and let the whole world hear it.
How's it going? I'm so glad you're not like those YouTubers who pay you $100 to drink a glass of tequila
on live streams.
I know who he's talking about. Yeah.
But you could pay me $100 to drink a glass of tequila on live stream, though. I would do that.
Well,
and I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, I know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
And so for every time it's $90, every time he makes $90 that people give him, he takes a shot.
Really?
By the end of the live stream, he's drunk.
Really?
Yeah. And he would
I think he has enough. I think he has a problem.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Larry, I got to tell you, watching YouTube videos now, I am so sick to death of reaction videos. There's so many of them now. They've ruined the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like,
but I just stick to two or three or four of them, and
but even now, I know those guys. You like? Is it Andy and Alex?
yeah,
I mean, they did a whole lot of love the other day. Come on, you've never heard whole lot of love? Give me a freaking break. I don't believe it.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Yeah, how can you do that? How can you go through life not hearing these songs? You live in a bubble somewhere out in a cave?
I got to send this to Andy and Alex. Maybe they'll put it in a video.
Give me a break. I'm done.
I believe Andy and Alex.
Yeah, there's too many of them.
There
now.
are times they'll listen to something and they'll say,
and people are eating these things up, and that's why they're doing it, because there's so many views. Like we can do our own.
I'm going to get Andy and or Alex on a live chat.
No, I don't want to talk to them. Nothing against them, because I wasn't. They seem like really cool guys.
They are.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to slam them as people, but and they may have a genuine show, but it's gotten so bad now. It's ruined it for everyone. Even Andy and Alex are tainted now with the shit that's hit the fan over too many reaction videos. Stop it.
You know what? I'm going to do a reaction video to one of your videos.
Oh. Bunch of nonsense. Move on, folks. Let's come up with something else.
Do you guys like any Johnny Cash?
Yes.
Of course we do.
Johnny is another one, artist who transcends genres. Like, he's just a great artist. It doesn't matter if you like country music, don't like country music.
Yeah, I think almost everybody likes Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eva Cassidy.
Songs from the Wood.
Yeah.
Yo, Canadian.
Yo.
Both of us, I think.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough video to watch.
Don't be depressed, guys. You two make my days. When I'm down, I see you and Glenn's videos. Makes me happy. Thank you, guys. No more sad, Glenn. How about an album that pisses you off, Glenn?
Oh, geez.
Let's not go there.
Don't get me going. Reaction videos. That's all that pisses me off. Other than that, I'm a very happy, calm human being.
No, what is an album that
pisses me off? Album. Then I feel like I'm just saying albums that I hate.
Yeah.
Albums that piss me off because they were successful. Bad Out of Hell.
Yeah.
That's the first one that comes to mind. And people love it, and I just go, what? Oh.
I'll say any Bon Jovi album or
soul music, yeah. Do you like good music? Yeah, that's sweet.
Glenn, you're depressing me. Stop
it.
Sometimes the saddest songs or albums makes you happy.
Yeah, but I always thought if you're like, say you're on the verge of thinking, should I off myself or not? Don't put on a Leonard Cohen album.
No,
at that moment.
Yeah. That's today's tip by Glenn Kellaway.
Glenn, is that me? Kind of revived his career. Oh, Glenn, or is he trying to say Glenn, or is that some kind of a name of an album? Glenn. I don't like Transformer. Yeah. I owned it.
Yeah. Yep.
Berlin is a Lou Reed album, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It looked like the book I was reading. So David Bowie and Lou Reed were hanging around together, and Iggy Pop was hanging around with Bowie at that time, and the three of them were kind of hanging around together. And Lou Reed and Iggy Pop did not like each other.
Possibly.
That's kind of what I got out of it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, say that again.
I don't think Iggy Pop and Lou Reed liked each other.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't think Lou Reed liked too many people.
I saw Iggy Pop once.
Yeah, you saw Iggy Pop once?
I see Iggy Pop. He opened for the Pretenders.
Yeah.
I saw him in Edmonton.
He has some energy, doesn't he?
He did. He was great.
Yeah. Yeah,
Beck's, those albums are great. Sea Change, they are very melancholy and depressing. What was the first one called? Modern something out of there. Sea Change and Modern. There were 2 albums. One was all about his marriage breakup, and the other one was kind of recovering from his more marriage breakup. But really nice songs. But they were too long. They almost got to a point where you just went, okay, enough. Yeah, Roger McGuinn's solo albums were pretty good. The first few, I liked them, and you can get them cheap. Yeah. Whose albums are they? Wire and Glass and who?
I don't know. Yeah, John Cale. I've heard some of his.
I've never listened to John Cale albums. They're good.
Yeah, they were interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an underrated. I know it's not as good as Machine Head, but how can you follow up Machine Head with as good of an album?
Yeah.
They did their best.
Now, if Who Do We Think We Are came out before Machine Head, I bet you would be considered in higher regard. Yeah.
Rat Bat Blue has an awesome harpsichord solo.
Yeah.
If I drank tequila, I'd puke.
I'd see God if I drank tequila. Yeah.
Yeah. Just JP. He's another one I watch. I've invited him onto a live chat sometime.
Oh, let's get him on. I can challenge him. I'd love to get. I'd be like court of law. Be like, tell me you've never heard "She Loves You" by the Beatles. Give me a frickin' break. Bohemian Rhapsody before, yeah. You can't help but not have heard Bohemian Rhapsody if you breathe every day. Like you've heard it somewhere.
Yeah, that is the one thing that I stay away from. There's certain channels. Every thumbnail is like, like the music they're listening to. It's.
I'm glad. See, I've struck a nerve here. People are agreeing with me.
You did. I don't agree with you, but
yeah. So okay, yeah, exactly, little devil. You gotta, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, Connor, thanks for joining us.
You know what pisses Derek Roberts off? Hip hop albums.
Yeah, they give me a headache. If that's the same. That Donny Osmond album. That's our Sam St. John album.
There you go, Glenn.
My favorite is American Beauty. Mazzy made a good point yesterday about starting with the Grateful Dead. If you're interested, get Europe 72. They were kind of on fire on that album. That's kind of when they were really cohesive, and they went back in after the live recordings and redid the vocals a little bit to make them better, the harmonies and stuff. Great start.
Happy Easter, Mary Ann. Thank you.
Happy Easter. Did anybody hide any eggs for you today, Larry?
No.
Me neither. Didn't get one.
Thank you, Connor.
Thank you, Connor. Great to have you here. I don't recognize Connor's name. Has he joined us before?
No.
He might be a newbie, which is great. Thanks for hopping on. John Lennon loved the Sex Pistols?
I do.
I can see that.
Yeah. Smashing Pumpkins.
I got to get more into the Smashing Pumpkins too. That's a band I want to hear a bit more.
Latest albums, Glenn. There's in a CD exchange, I'll give you one. I really like it. Yeah. Iggy Pop.
Oh, he's still performing, eh? Yep. Iggy. Ghosteen is a beautiful album. Beautiful album.
Hey, are they related?
Well, look at that. 2 Lockwoods.
The Who albums.
Oh. I think I gave up on the Who a long time ago, unfortunately. Temple of the Dog. That is... Why does that sound familiar?
That is the Pearl Jam guys with...
okay, it's like a super group, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, Come Taste the
I don't
Band.
know. So, Come Taste the Band. Who was in Deep Purple then? Oh, Tommy Bolin. See, I can't. I'm sorry. I have nothing against Tommy Bolin. He was in the James Gang too, right?
Yeah.
But it's just not the same. And Joe Walsh is the James Gang, not Tommy Bolin. I can't do it. If they just called it the Tommy Bolin Band and he was backed up by the Deep Purple guys, I'd probably like it. But when they call it Deep Purple, I'm out. I'm just a crusty old bastard. Sorry.
Well, there's no more questions unless
No
I
more
missed them.
questions. Okay.
We have 10 minutes left, Glenn.
I have a question for you then, Larry.
Yes.
What are you having for supper?
I'm having leftover meatball stir fry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A meatball stir
I made
so
it myself.
What else would you put in a meatball stir fry? Because that interests me.
You'd put rice and you'd put vegetables like broccoli and
with meatballs.
Yeah.
That's
and
interesting.
Stir it all in.
I would like that.
Well,
and use a stir fry sauce or
or barbecue sauce, whatever. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. A Larry stew.
A Larry stew. Glenn saw it.
I saw it, and it was one of the most enjoyable concerts I've ever been at. It was great. I would highly recommend, and I highly recommend the album. The album's amazing. Siamese Dream, Melancholy. Melancholy's the album that you see all the time. Like, that's the one I see the most. Yeah. The one song I always liked is it 1979. That's a very cool song.
Crusty Old Bastard, a great name for Glenn's band.
A band, the Crusty Old Bastards. Or Cobb. We shortened it to Cobb.
The Burning Machine Head featuring Tommy Bolin.
Yeah.
What are you having for dinner?
We're having steak, Larry. Steak
really?
And asparagus and half a baked potato with no butter on it, Larry. Just plain baked potato.
No, I like asparagus, but I don't like the really thick ones. I like the really
the thinner ones. But if you just cook it, we just steam it. And that's the only thing I put salt on is asparagus. Other than that, I don't use salt.
I really don't put salt on really anything.
Yeah, me neither.
You see people, whatever they have, and they put the salt.
I never do. I use pepper a lot, but no salt. Yeah. But salt asparagus with a bit of salt on it. Got to do it.
Even corn on the cob. Some people have the butter and then the salt. It's like
it's gross. Salt. And there's salt already in butter, unless you buy unsalted butter.
Don't get me started on food.
Yeah, it's not going on food.
Happy Easter, guys. Love you guys talking about music.
Larry, why don't we just have a day out one day and we'll go for lunch and we'll go to Zap Records and or go into Belleville or
we'll do that. And with Robert on my
we should see if Robert's got a day off.
And Robert can pay for our
even if we just go hang out at the mall and we can just go and have lunch at the food court and get sunrise and
we can go shoplift. I mean, we can go shopping at the mall.
Yeah, I think we should do that one day.
Happy Easter, guys. Love you guys talking about music. I'm 19 and been seeing your videos for a long time, since he was 3 years
That's
old.
Awesome. That's great, Aaron.
I hope to talk to you guys on the live one day soon. Thank you.
Makes my day to hear. That's an awesome.
And see the thumbnail of him. That's him as a baby 5 years ago.
Oh,
wow. He really
very cool.
Larry, what ex-Sparks band members' careers have you liked? Rob liked Earl Mankey's solo 45s. I never really followed them.
Is there a lot of music out there you can get from ex-Sparks members?
Yeah. But the what's his name? The guitarist on Kimono My House. He was in a band called Boxer with that Pato guy.
Oh, Pato, yeah.
Pato? Is it Pato?
Yeah, I think it's Pato, yeah.
The band was called Boxer. So
really, that might be interesting.
Aaron is it? I forget his name. Aaron Fisher from Kimono My House, the guitarist.
Now that's something I might be interested in hearing because I love Pato. I think they're a great band. That probably rocks pretty good.
And I did a video for Martin Gordon, who played bass on Kimono My House. I think it's actually on my channel somewhere. But I did a video for him for one of the songs.
Really?
a few years ago. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm getting hungry.
Corn on the
Yesterday,
cob.
I ate like a pig yesterday, Larry. I ate
Well,
like a pig. We ordered, it was sports day, and then we got all excited. We ordered a large pizza, and we made these chicken nugget things.
Yeah.
And oh man, I'm just like, I couldn't stop eating. And we had pumpkin. I had a piece of pumpkin pie.
I'm like that too.
Oh.
Molly knows that, we'll order something and it's like you just want to devour it all.
You can't. Yeah, you
Then
can't
you
stop.
feel bad afterwards.
Oh, after you feel like just like you can't even move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly's
wrong.
Molly, I agree with Molly.
Yeah, this is the
getting
woman that
warm in
tells you
here.
you can't get an earring.
I love salt
See?
on my corn on the cob. I've
Molly
always
doesn't know
said
what
that.
she's talking about. She says you put salt on corn and you can't get an earring. There's two things. Molly's rules.
A golden earring.
6 concerts. Very
wow.
cool.
I've heard Tame Impala. I like them. Yeah.
I got one Porcupine Tree coming up. Pumpkins are great. Yeah. Start with the first album listen. I love Poco. Early Poco. Not the schmaltzy 70s Poco with Crazy Love and all those wimpy songs.
Zed. I've never heard that.
I live in the States, but I got CBC on cable and always loved the late night show Zed. I don't even know it. Never heard it.
Thank you, Briar CD Showcase.
Thank you, buddy.
Happy Easter. We all have to go in a few
Happy
minutes.
Easter. Yeah, we do.
Larry, how were you able to stay such a big Sparks fan during their disco phase? Cool Places, #1 in Song in Heaven, etc. They lost me during this phase. Well, Cool Places wasn't disco, and even #1 Song in Heaven isn't really disco. It's just them doing electronic music with synthesizers and real drums. So when the album came out, I loved them.
But a lot of bands kind of, I wouldn't say jumped into disco, but were
Rolling
inspired
Stones
to write the Stones, Hot
Yeah.
Stuff, and there was
But
a
they
couple
did it-
songs,
they-
right?
Yeah, but they did it not for commercial. They did it because they were
Yeah.
interested in all kinds of music.
The Grateful Dead did Dancing in the Street, and they did it like a disco song.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
fun. Like,
Yeah, because I'm not a disco fan at all.
Yeah.
I hated it. Now, when I started learning to play bass, I started to appreciate disco more because there's some great funky bass lines in disco music.
yeah.
But I was not a fan at the time at all. But
So what did you think when Miss You came out? Did you like it?
I liked it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
song. And like Hot Stuff off of Black and Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Nick was a bit.
Even if you call that disco music, it's
Well, it had
like,
that kind of funk. It had that beat.
there's good disco music and there's bad disco music.
Yeah.
So I think it's
Hey,
time
Lee.
to wrap it up.
Lee, I saw your video
I saw it too.
with the yes thing. You got me drooling, buddy. I'm so excited to get mine. And don't get me on another rant about Rush, but I hope it comes this week. Damn.
Yeah.
Yes, the guitar. Yes, I'm familiar.
I love my chicken bite.
Burnt. The more burnt the better.
Oh, White Snake this year, hopefully.
Wow.
Do it.
David cover version is still alive and well. I wonder how many original members are. And
No.
Sam went to see the Wallflowers last night.
Yeah, he was
did
telling
you
me.
see the video he put up there
No.
of them doing the waiting, the Tom Petty song? Go to
No.
his channel. He's
Yeah.
filmed them doing the one song. They
Yep.
did a great version
Yep.
of it. Really good.
Oh, I love sour cream and
Sour
onion
cream
chips.
chips. I'm buying there's something called, it's by Dare. They're called Bold and Tasty or something. It's like you can eat like 18 of these chips and they're like 100 calories or something. They fill you up. Like it's better than eating potato chips. Like I'm just, trying to watch calories. I've never heard Tame Impala.
Yeah, when I did my reaction channel on Patreon, I listened to some of their, it was recommended for me to listen to, and I enjoyed it. It was good.
Yeah. So, supposing, Larry, I wanted to do a reaction video, a genuine one,
Yeah.
and I picked like Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
I can't play it though on my channel.
It depends on the artist and how you. I think because like that Andy and Alex, they play a lot of songs, right?
Yeah.
And it's just certain artists. Like I think the Eagles, you can't. It'll just be
Yeah.
rock.
Well, King
Beatles,
Crimson doesn't let you play
you
their
can't.
stuff. Or
But
Beatles,
there's
no
other.
Beatles.
Yeah,
So you can play a Led Zeppelin song?
I'm not sure. I'd have to. You'd have to have Andy and Alex on a live chat and ask them.
Yeah, because Jim, our friend Jim Newstead does them too.
Yeah, he listens to full albums. Yeah.
See, no, I trust Jim.
Yeah.
Because I guess because I've met him and he's a genuine guy, and I think he listened to certain music growing up, and there's a lot of stuff he didn't hear, and I can understand like somebody saying, "Oh, I've never heard Chicago Transit Authority album." I think if someone does a reaction video on an album,
Yeah.
I'm more apt to believe it than just a song, a popular song.
Yeah. Well, like Andy and Alex on Patreon, they listen to full Beatles albums, and like when they're doing Abbey Road, they would say they've heard something, and here comes I think they're honest. They heard, or there might be another song. Oh, I know this song. I've heard this. So, but they haven't listened. You have to remember too, like not every young guy listens to the radio. I don't listen to the radio.
No, I don't listen to the radio
and
either.
so they're into their own era of music. So I don't know.
I mean, like I could do a reaction video to Bruno Mars albums because it's not my wheelhouse. I've never heard any of it, but I just find with classic songs, don't give me a break. Like you hear them in supermarkets, you hear them on TV commercials. There's no way possible that certain songs you haven't heard. Impossible.
You get so
I'm a cynic. I'm a cynic, Larry.
You get so wound up.
I know. I need a drink.
But no, I'm going to send that little clip of you saying that to them in privately and just see if they react. They're good guys, though, Glenn, and I believe them. I do.
So I'm going to have Andy and
you're getting me upset.
Amos on my case here.
Yeah, it depends on your parents too. That's true. I didn't know the Beatles until I bought albums in 1981. There you go. Right?
Wow, 81.
Yeah.
Jean's like isn't she like in our age group?
Well, she's
kind
younger than us.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not 20.
Oh, they're going to be on.
Oh, yeah, that would not be fun. Well, with Andy, I'd have to challenge them.
It would be fun. We could have fun with it. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Oh no, I'm having fun with it now. I'm not
saying that
slamming anybody. I'm in jest here when I'm talking about it. I'm sure a lot of guys are legitimate, but there's just too many of them now. They just
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, and there's certain reaction channels that I would, start to enjoy, and then it's kind of like over the top reactions.
Yeah,
which I don't like. It's like they're not being real. Andy and Alex, I see them as real. Like, and I like to at the end of the song they hear, they go 1, 2, 3, and they give it like B+ or A+ or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
I wonder if I did a reaction video and just didn't really film myself listening to the song, or I could just have headphones on and say, okay, I just listened to, whatever by whatever.
Yeah.
And here's what I think of it. It'd almost be like my first impression video, more than a reaction video. I wonder if that would be interesting.
Mm-hmm. You could listen to that Peck guy, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm definitely going to be doing a review on that. I'm ordering those albums. I absolutely love them. Orville Peck.
Yeah. Yeah, Andy and Alex don't love everything they hear. Yeah.
Where's these reaction channels? Yeah, I don't watch them, so I just won't even. I refuse to watch reaction channels.
Well, we'll end this on a high note.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched your video for today yet, Glenn. It is.
I did that thing we were talking about doing where I take
I did see
a
that.
track.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
But I screwed up.
Yeah, somebody was saying
tracked,
about
A Day in the Life is the 13th song on Sgt. Pepper.
Oh yeah.
And I was counting down the songs, and I'm trying to do it. And you know what the back of the Sgt. Pepper album looks like? You can hardly see the freaking. And I counted it as number 12, and I put it in as number 12 when it's actually the 13th track. So I screwed up my whole premise, but on it by accident. I shouldn't have started with the Beatles because 14 tracks is a lot. I should have done like the Zeppelin or something where I just did an 8-track.
I was thinking of like replying with thinking it's like it's too much work. Forget it.
It was a lot of work. It was hard. It was it was harder than I thought it was going to be, and it was confusing. So I don't know if it worked or not.
So are you going to continue with it?
I'm going to do a band that I might just shorten it. It's rather than 14 songs, 8, something manageable, or the top 6 tracks from something more manageable. I think I'm going to. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, pal, and
thanks,
you, everybody.
Gene. Gene came on Rachel's live chat yesterday when Sam was on and watched Sam.
Oh, cool.
So, which was very cool. Yeah. Nice to see her on there. And of course, everybody ever after was on there too. Everything's ever or whatever.
A reaction channel based on watching Larry's videos. I wouldn't mind that. Somebody watching one of my old stupid videos and.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
You could film. We could come to your house and do that, Larry.
Yeah.
You could show me your old videos. You could film me reacting to them.
No, I was thinking seriously of this. There's this old series I did 2 or 3 years ago. It didn't have great views, but there were some people really thought it was hilarious, and some were maybe offended or whatever. It was called Funeral Comedian. I'm a comedian at a funeral memorial service, right? I'm the comedian. I think it's hilarious myself.
People are really in the mood to laugh and carry on.
I know, but it's, but the thing is, anybody watching that, there's always people passing away, right? So there's always somebody that isn't going to find it funny, but.
Well, when my cousin Paul died, who was like, we were like twins growing up. We were just always together. We were like Siamese twins. And we, that famous story about us doing acid and going to see 2001, that was us together. Yeah. And I had to do the eulogy at his funeral, and I told that story. And it takes me about 10 minutes to get through it.
Yeah.
And everybody in the crowd is sitting there with their mouths open, like, what the hell? And then the guy, the priest or whatever the guy was who did the service afterwards, he goes, I've never heard a eulogy like that before.
Oh, you're doing it for him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, pal. Yeah, I think I did 6 or 7 of them. Maybe we'll do that sometime, Glenn. When you're over here, see if you. Maybe the thing is, see if you laugh, right?
Yeah.
You can't laugh watching this, and maybe you won't laugh.
We should do one. That'd be funny.
It'd be funny anyway.
Yeah, our reaction video on Larry's.
You could turn me and say that wasn't funny.
I want to do.
And I was offended.
Spam makes me laugh my balls off, Larry. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's comedy. That I've showed that to a million people who come over. You got to watch this. Everybody.
Oh, that was a real reaction.
That was awesome.
I remember still when I tasted it, right? For the first 2 or 3 seconds, it was, it's not too bad. And then just it gets to you. Like,
that was comedy gold. Yeah. That was
Okay, thanks, Glenn. Everybody subscribe to Glenn Kellaway from the basement.
Yes. And I'll be calling you for a ride, Larry. See, right there. Mixing funerals and fun, not necessarily. Yeah. He's trying to cheer people up because memorial services really are. They should be. I always think of them as a celebration of life.
Yeah, because the person that's laying there in the casket doesn't want everybody depressed and sad. That's why you need a funeral comedian.
That's a great gig. Perfect.
Okay. Thanks, Glenn. Happy Easter, everybody, and
take care. Happy Easter.
Bye.